Hi, this is Jay from Lo Shu Numerology.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at Katy. Katy's birthday digits are right here, all mixed up for her privacy, and we're going to bring those digits down into the correct locations here in the Lo Shu Magic Square. 2s always go in this upper corner here, 5s in the center, the 9s right up here in the top center, 8 down here in that corner. We've got a 1, and we've got another 1, and then a 4 up here. So all of these digits have been distributed into the correct places in this Lo Shu Magic Square. And now we're going to take a look for patterns in the grid. So we look for rows, columns, and diagonals where all of the numbers or all of the locations are filled or all of them are empty. So for example, this row right here, all of those are filled, and so this gets a solid arrow. That is a plus. This row is a mix of some and none, gets nothing, and this is the same, gets nothing. So now we're going to go to columns, some and none. This one here is all full, so it gets a solid arrow, and this is some and none. Then we go to diagonals, some and none, but this one is all full. So this is interesting because the solid arrows are positive and the negative arrows, the dashed arrows, which we don't have any here, those are negative. So we got 3 positives starting right here. And then the next thing we do, we look for locations that have more than 1 digit. And we've got several different digits here, but only one of them has more than 1, and those are the 1s. And so we've found all of the patterns now. We found the arrows and the numbers with more than 1 digit, and so now I'm going to grab the Lo Shu deck and pull out the correct cards that we need for your reading, Katy. Be back in just a moment. All right, we are ready to do this reading for you, Katy, and the first thing we're going to be looking at is this arrow on the top row there. That is this card here, and that is plus head. So it's not talking about the head on top of your shoulders. Well, it kind of is, but it's more about, are you more logical or more emotional? And this says that you are more of a logical person. In fact, the other thing that this means has to do with education. And this, I think, says that education is something that's probably, I don't mean formal education either. I'm talking about learning things is something that's a lifelong pursuit for you. Basically just kind of discovering new things in order to stay mentally stimulated. And so you probably don't think of it as education. You probably just think of it as getting excited about things and learning about new things. The next one is this column in the center, and that is will or passion, and that is also a plus. Are you the kind of person who you tend to drift along, or do you go for it? And this plus says that you go for it. The only negative thing about a negative about this positive is that you have to watch out, because you're the kind of person who can really get involved in something. And so when you're working on something that you really care about, you can probably get really hyper focused, and that could cause problems in other areas of your life. So having a lot of passion about something is good. Letting it overtake your life to the detriment of other things, that's bad. So just watch out for that. The next thing is this slanty arrow there, the arrow on the diagonal, and that is another plus, and it is willpower. It's close to will, but basically this is kind of, do you have more willpower to do things, or are you more passive? So very similar type of things there, but this plus tells me that you are a person who doesn't take no for an answer. So when you hear no, or no, I don't think that can be done, you do one of 2 things. You either ignore that, what they're saying, or you refocus in a new direction. Basically, it doesn't matter if they're telling you it can't be done. If it's something you want to get done, what they say isn't going to stop you. These 3 things together are awesome. A search for new things, looking logically at things, having a passion to go after what you want, and then not letting anything stand in your way until you get it. This is a good set right here. We've got one more to look at, and that is the number 1s, and 1s are beginnings. And this I think tells me that you had a lot of beginnings in your life, more than most people. I don't know you personally, but does that make sense to you? A lot more beginnings than some people. This also tells me the self-reliance part of it. You're not afraid to rely on yourself. You don't need someone to hold your hand during tough times. And I don't have to just believe this. These other 3 cards over here, the plus head, the plus will or passion, and the plus willpower, that tells me that you don't need hand holding when something needs to get done. You can take care of it on your own just fine. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you, Katie, and I hope you got something out of it. Thanks a lot.